Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kohalah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Akakadash. Double homage to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Well, blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect and scattered abroad. Akim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson is edifying. Brother Shawab, I'm back at you with another lesson. And the title of this lesson is uh, communism, total control. All right. And Shalom, Sister Yahweh Bashem Shabrakata. And I'm gonna go into like little various topics. It's kind of all around the same thing. But what really gave me the inspiration was yesterday. Wow, gas just went up to $5 out here, almost 5 cents short. 4.95. That shit went from 4.80 to 15 cents more since yesterday. Oh, man. I didn't even realize it because I didn't need no gas. But I went to Six Flags yesterday with my daughter, and this is what really sparked the video. Right, Six Flags is an amusement park. I went out there just to go, hang with my daughter for a little bit. Now, what was crazy was that, and this ain't never happened, but there is no usage of money whatsoever. All right. Like, I mean, you cannot use no money in that park whatsoever. Not even for games, not even for food, not even for anything. If you do bring money, they have a machine that you can convert your money and turn it into a credit card, which that's some new shit. All right. But it just goes to show, like for real, that the system, this dollar is about to collapse because they're now pushing that you can't, I'm starting to realize that they're talking about you can't use money like that no more in certain places. All right. And like I said, I couldn't even buy no food, nothing. The shit was crazy as hell. On top of that, because of the way the economy is, everything's just so damn expensive. Like on another level, $15, $16, $17 for a little ass plate of nachos, some stupid shit. All right, they trying to charge people, over here trying to take my daughter to safari and just, go check out animals, charging $25 a head instead of $25 for the car because you can drive your car to the safari. But like you can just tell that they're hurting and they're just inflating they're taking advantage of this hyperinflation. And we know that hyperinflation represents what? That the value of the dollar, it has no value. It's losing its value. But when I seen that you couldn't use money in that park at all whatsoever, that just had me saying, yeah, man, this shit is really about to fall. This whole entire dollar system, this whole entire money, all right, is about to literally fall. And it all makes sense of why they having everything turning digital. And, we already know that these banks are going digital. All right. And what just sparked me even more to name it communism for the lesson was that if you really think about what's going on, all right, they have all these different type of systems they trying to work with. They want to bring in a social credit system. Where you are, rated, you can't do certain things unless you're rated good. It's almost like saying you're eligible to, be able to get this if your rating is on that is good. It's like a credit score, but they're rating you. What you watch, what websites you go into, how much money you spend here, how much money there you spend there. All right. They're speaking about food rationings and things like that. Okay. In order for you to, be able to have food rationed to you properly, All right, you're gonna have to be connected to a certain system, with ID, you know, so they know it's you. All right, you'll come up in the system and they'll say, all right, well, this person has bought, which there was a video that passed, that was put out not too long, but a lot of brothers were going into it, where it was just basically telling you you're maybe limited up to five cheeseburger boxes a month. You know what I'm saying? And then once you go too high, you can't get it no more. You know, um, and that just goes to show you communism, yeah. Because that's what Fidel Castro was doing out there in Cuba. All right, out there in Manasseh. All right, you can only have two. Everybody gets two pairs of shoes. Everybody gets, an equal amount of bread loaves for the month. Once you run out of that shit, you beat for the rest of the month. So the next month reloads. You know, um, you got these damn devils that want to be giving you what? Universal basic income. You basically sit your ass at home all day, and they give you a certain amount of money for sitting your ass at home. All right, but you only get a certain limit. Once you lose that money, that's it. You gotta wait to the next, the next phase. That's all communism, yo. Communism on a very high scale, which is funny because I keep saying it. I should do a video on it, but there's a movie called Obama. It's called Obama 2016, something like that. Um, could be wrong. I have it at home. I got to look at the title of it. But basically, that whole thing, that whole documentary on Obama, this is why a lot of people don't realize that Obama actually set off the tone for a lot of shit. People were so worried about Obama being this fake first black president, and he was for the people, and I know he wasn't, because he was signing off on a lot of executive orders when that time came. All right, a lot of executive orders that pretty much opened the door for Biden to do these things today. You know, open the door for Trump to do a couple things. And even Trump was signing off on executive orders on the low. So you don't understand that these damn presidents, they all work together, man. They all part of the same system. All right. One president sets it up for the next president. All right. So with all these different little systems that they have, it's all meant to have total control, which will be communism. You see? And ultimately, we already know it's for that new world order, and then bringing in that Rice Krispie treat, and that's going to be the total control right there. You see? That's basically communism right in your right hand or on your forehead, all in one little ass, Rice Krispie treat. You see? And that's how they're able to do basic, your universal basic income, your food rationing, That shit is crazy as hell. And I was just thinking about it, like, especially I was so mad yesterday because I don't deal with credit cards and things like that. Never did. I never wanted to have the system in my business of how much money I got, what I spend. I'm an old school guy. I keep cash on me, put that shit in a safe. You know what I'm saying? Keep it on me. When I need something, I pull it out. But for them to be in your system and your business, the system, the way it works is they know what you spending, how much you got, and if they need to take something out at any given moment, they'll fucking just take it out without asking you questions. Then you just gotta appeal the shit and all, but you're never gonna win against the system, because the system is designed for you to fail. The system is designed for them to win. It's never for you to win, But it just goes to show you, like, this dollar is really about to collapse. And brothers through the spirit, we could feel something big is about to happen within these next couple months. They talking these global famines. They talking about cutting lights off. They're talking about, you're looking like civil wars because fucking Biden out there trying to, take away people's, guns and shit like that. Having all these different mass shootings, which is all made to psyops you really into getting your protection, and they really trying to get the weapons off of Jake, okay? Because damn well Esau You know damn well Esau is not about to give up his blessing. Hell no. That's his blessing. So he feel comfortable with his blessing in his hand. And that's why there's going to be a lot of civil war out here. You know, Esau said, you know, in a couple videos, like that if the government ever turned amongst their people, you know, then they have no choice but to turn against their government among their, you know, amongst the American government. And it's the truth, you know, because here it is, you talking about all these constitutional rights and all that shit, but you're going against them, which at the end of the day, those constitutional rights do not pertain to us. They're not for us. It never was for us. Even George Bush Jr. told you that shit. You know, he said you could basically wipe your ass with the constitutional rights. Why? Because it doesn't pertain to you. It's made for the government to use it against us for them to get what they want out of us, you see? But again, it's going to be a lot of civil war out here, man, off of that, just alone. All right, but the main thing is going back to this, you know, communism and total control, having this dollar collapse any damn day. And we already know the scripture for that. Revelations 13 to 16. Man, that's about to be put in full effect. All right. Because the way you just see everything, just like it's incredible. You can't go nowhere without spending an arm and a leg. Like for just now, gas alone just jumped up 15 cents from yesterday to today. Now that shit is at $5, or basically $5 where I'm at. And it's gonna go higher and higher because it's what, summertime. People want to get out. People are losing their minds. All right, they talking about mass job losses. You see, this is why you have to be circumspect and watching everything that's happening right before your eyes. You see, everything is literally happening right before your eyes, man. And if you can't see that shit, man, it's because you're about to be destroyed with it. You're going to be destroyed with it. All right. There's so many different systems that they're setting up, man, to show you that this place is done. All right. And hey, sedition among men is going to happen because these people that, you know, love America and they thought that their American government was going to save them. That's why it tells you, warn to them that go down to Egypt for help. You know, you went to trust in your oppressors. You went to go trust in your system, all right, which pretty much is doing you dirty on a daily basis. You see? So at one point, the people gonna have to stand up against their own people, man. And that's order act chaos, man. All right, problem, reaction, solution. See, and this is why when all hell break loose, is gonna break hell. It's all gonna break out all at once. It ain't gonna be no little portions here and there. All the stages are set right now as we speak. Every single stage is set for the show. You know, I should have named the title that the show's about to begin, because the show is about to begin. They're about to pull back them curtains, all right, and they just about to sit back, because what Illuminati does, all right, what they literally do is they sit back and just watch everybody torture themselves, and they love it. You know, it's like the movie, what's that movie, the Squid Games. All right, what did they had? They had the Illuminati members that were just sitting in another room and just watching all these people fucking kill themselves and loved it. You see, that shit turned them on. That's what they're ready to do. They're ready to pull back them curtains and tell you the show is to begin, all right, and just watch everything crumble right before their eyes and have a fucking thrill out of it. Because if you think they're worried, they're not worried. That's why they're hiding in bunkers. That's why they're going into they space stations and getting into the water, I mean, going into the water stations and shit like that, because they know what's about to happen. They planned it. They know exactly what they're doing, you know? And again, the end game is to what? To have everybody with the Rice Krispie treat with total control of you, which is straight communism. Matter of fact, I mean, we know what communism is, right? Let me see what it says, though, as a definition. word etymology online, communism. I want to see, what does it say? Ooh. See? Going into what I was just saying. All right. They have what? That social credit system, this universal basic income. All right. It says communism in the word etymology, 1843, social system based on collective ownership. All right. What's the ownership that they want? They want your spirit. They want your soul. They want you. All right. They want to own you based off what? Their system, based off their ways. And if you're not down with their ways, we don't need you, right? We got to off you. You see, they want people that are going to comply, all right, that are going to apply to this system, not those that are going against. That's why the ones that they're really going to come when they cut these lights off, all right, when they lock us down and all that shit, it's for those that don't want to comply with the system. That's who they really coming for. Why would you come for those that are down with the society, or down with the system? Wouldn't make no sense, you know? But they'll come for them too, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gonna put that spirit on them to give them that Jacob's trouble, you know? It says from commune, common, generally free, open, public. All right, that's what common. Oh, I see. I was saying common in Old French, which that means common, general, free, open, public. All right, ism, you know, usually, let me see, that's just like an add-on to something. Word forming element, making nouns, implying some, you know, might doing some crazy shit. Implying a practice, system, doctrine. All right. Let me go back to that though. Originally a theory of society as the name of a political or economic theory which rests upon the about abolition, yeah, of the right of private property, especially the means of production and distribution. Yeah, because see, they're gonna make you that private property. You're gonna be the property of this damn devil. That's why they want to put that Rice Krispie treat in you, because it's the what? It's them giving you that badge of servitude, of you being that private property of the, you know, them being you being their private property. Okay. It says especially the means of production and distribution. Yeah, see, they're going to use you for whatever production they need you for. All right. They're going to distribute to you. All right. Whatever they want to give you, portions they want to give you. Shit. They're going to even distribute your ass. Going back into what? You going back into that slavery mode, man. Okay. It says, and seeks the overthrow of capitalism by revolutions, and is a test from 1850, a translation of German communism, and it says, yeah, well, it's just explaining the word, all right, where it comes from. It says, by 1919 and through the mid 20th century, it says it was a general term of abuse for revolutionaries, implying antisocial criminality without regard to political theory. All right. It says each socialism, communism, or anarchism, all right, stands for a state of things or a striving after it that differs much from let me read that again, that differs much from that which we know, and for many of us, especially those who are comfortably at home in the world as it is. Wow. You see, this is why they're bringing what? Metaverse. This is why they're bringing in that universal basic income. You see, because they want you to be comfortable at home. They want you to be that fucking slave that sits home at home all day. All right. And the newest thing that they want to bring in is that metaverse, where you could do everything from metaverse. You see? We don't want you to physically be moving out there in the world. We want our world to be quiet, but you can live in the metaverse, and we have total control of you through that metaverse. See, that's where this is where that devil could play God for real. He could play that role of being the most high if he has you connected to that system in that metaverse. You know, it says they have consequently come to be the positive, comparative, and superlative. Yeah, I believe that's how you say it. Superlative, distinguished not in kind but in degree only of the terms of abuse applicable to those who disturb our peace. Yo, this should be crazy so when you go into these words. I mean, because yeah, according to this damn man, this devil system, we're a burden to society. I did a video on that, like I think it was like 4 days ago, talking about how they pretty much want to. This is why they want to take most of these people out. They want the population down to what, 500 million. They're saying that we need to take basically humans out because of climate control. You know, because we're causing too much oxygen to be taken from the earth. You see stupidity like that, man. That's their ways of their system, man, which is all lies anyway. All right. So that was in the word etymology. I want to see what it says. Definition of communism, Wikipedia. It says communism. It says is a far left philosophical, social and political and economic ideology and movement whose goal is the establishment of a communist society, namely a social economic order structured upon the ideas of common or social ownership of the means of production, as opposed to, give me 1 second, as opposed to a private ownership, and can involve the absence of social classes, money, and state. Communism is a specific yet distinct form of socialism. Communists often seek a voluntary state of self-governance, governance, but disagree on the means to this end, reflecting the distinction between a more libertarian approach of communization, revolutionary spontaneity. Spontaneity. It says, and works self-management and more vanguardist and communism part. All right. And then again, then all I'm thinking is Second Thessalonians 2 and 4. You know, he opposes to be himself that he's called God, to him to be worshipped, you see, because he just wants that total control of you. These kids always come up to my damn when I'm doing a lesson. All right, but he just wants that total control of you, man. Give me 1 second, Select. What? I'm doing a video. What? I'm doing a video. What? Over there, bro. Variants of communism. Salaki, I think I went past that. The difference between communism and socialism remains a matter of debate, although one main difference between the two ideologies is communist adherence to revolutionary socialism. These damn words, man. And then it says variants of communism have been developed throughout history, blah, blah, blah. Communism includes a variety of schools of thought. You know, that's another thing, because they want to have what? Re-education here. All right. They're teaching you to live a certain way according to what their system is based off of. You see? You should have a system of just teaching in all reality, you know, they should be teaching about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but to the Israelites, that's what they should be learning. All right. But, you know, you go to these schools, they're not teaching them anything fucking good. They're teaching them a whole bunch of bullshit, structuring your kids to live according to their society, teaching them lies about what really went down in history, you know, to try to change the narrative so they can fool you and basically hide themselves of who they really are. All right. But it says, let me just, it's probably pretty much the point because it's probably going into a whole bunch of different things. Yep. Um, let me see what it says about history. You got etymology and terminology. It says communism derives from the French communism because of communism, some shit like that, which developed out of the Latin roots. It says semantically can be translated to of or for the community. All right. It says that indicates the abstraction into a state, condition, action, or doctrine. Interesting, because they really they want you to have their doctrine of life. See, they don't want you to have the doctrine of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. They want to have the doctrine of this damn devil, basically. Communism may be interpreted as the state of being of or for the community. Yeah, they're definitely not of the community. I mean, they're definitely not for the community. All right. Is being of the community, their community. All right. This semantic constitution has led to numerous usages of the word in its evolution. I'm talking a whole bunch of bullshit there. 1 second. See what it says in history over here. It says egalitarian society first emerged in ancient Greece. Since the 20th century, ancient Rome has been discussed among them thinkers such as Aristotle, Cicero, Demosthenes, Plato. Yo, which that just goes to show, look, we in ancient Rome. See, that's how you know that is the revival of the ancient Roman Empire. It's the ancient Roman Empire. Taking the ways of those old ancient, you know, rulerships that we were under, you know, them different captivities. And they're just bringing it all back into one. Salaki, just give me 1 second. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of history on it. Stupid shit. All right, but let me bring out a scripture. This is damn, what was I just gonna say? I just blocked out what I was saying. Let me grab Ephesians real quick. That ain't what I wanted, but let me grab Ephesians 5 and 15. And it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right. So, you know, in this society that we're in, where everything that is about to fall, man, you have to be wide awake to what's going on at all times. You know, you got to be watching every single step that these damn devils is making, because at any given time, all right, this society could just fall. It could fall down. It could fall down tomorrow. Everything being set where it needs to be. It could be 2 minutes from now. It could be 2 hours from now. All right. It could be 2 months from now. But the stages are set. There's like basically no more needing of stage setting. You know, it's already there to bring the collapse of this place, man. All right. What they doing is just doing a whole bunch of gradualism with all these different scenarios that are happening. All right. To bring it into that full effect. You know, it's like that. It's that peak. They're trying to make it go to that peak. So So it has everybody on edge. And by the time that one little incident, that one big incident that we need to make everything go into straight hell happens, because everybody's so high on edge and everybody's desperate, everybody just sitting there biting their damn nails waiting for the next move. All they need is one little stupid ass big thing that they can make happen, and everything will just go down the drain from there. You know, it's like basically they're setting up all them dominoes. You ever seen them videos where you had people that set up, like, it take them like, they'll say it took them like 9 months to set up a whole thing of dominoes to make a certain shape and everything, until they finally done with it, and all they got to do is tap that one. And it took 8-9 months of all that work for about 2 minutes of thrill to see all these dominoes do this crazy domino effect, right? And then everybody's just like, wow, that was hot. But it just took your ass 8-9 months to do that shit for 2 minutes of pleasure, of thrill. Well, that's what they're doing with this system right now. All right. They're setting up all the dominoes. They're all ready. All right. It's been taking them years to set it up the way they've been wanting to. And all they got to do is just knock out that one domino. And then all this shit going to happen at one time. And it's going to be so overwhelming to people. And that's why I've been saying it for a while now, that they're not going to beg you like they tried to beg you for that yo jabba jabba to take this and to comply. People are just going to bow down looking for them. They're going to run to them, you know, looking for that. That just hit me right in my eye. What is that? They're pretty much just going to run to their government, you know, and they're going to be wanting answers. They're going to just agree with whatever they say, because they're tired of being trapped in the house. They're tired because there's no more food no more, you know, because again, these global famines is all set up, and it's set up to what? To put you in that predicament so you can beg when the time comes that your ass is hungry. What you think? Satan ain't gonna stiff you? That's the most when Satan's gonna sift you the most. When your ass ain't eating, you ain't got no water, can't pay your bills, you ain't working. All right. You got your landlord trying to kick your ass out, you know, putting you in a whole bunch of different predicaments. Your kids driving you nuts because they got no food. You see? And that's why I tell you, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. Because if you ain't got that mindset, that house built upon a rock, those little things are gonna drive you nuts to the point where you're just gonna be like, I can't take this shit no more. I gotta go get this food for my kids, or I gotta do this for them, you know. And that's because they put you in that predicament with all these things that they have control over, you know, the food, you know, they have control over your jobs, the money, you know, everything that is a necessity in life, they have control over it. You know, one of my songs that I did back in the day when I used to do music and shit, I had that one song where I had a sample of, which I actually just put it in one of my videos, but I had the sample of George Bush when he said that they have control of every aspect of life. That's what they've been doing this whole entire time, yo, forever. You know, all these different studies that they do, and you know, was all to have the actual control of every aspect of life. It don't matter what aspect it is. Every single thing, food, your cars, your money, even your thoughts. They'd already know what you're gonna think, how you're gonna react, you know, making that diligent search that it says. That's what they do. They make a diligent search. They know the inward thought of man, basically, you know. So they're able to what? They're able to do these different psyops and mind fucks to get you to just be like, I can't take this. That's why psychology is such a powerful class. Like, even though you really don't want to be going to school because they teach you nonsense and they teach you the things according to what they want you to learn. All right. Because you got people that, oh, well, I've been to college and this and that. Well, that don't mean that. That's the knowledge of this world. But believe it or not, them doing the class of psychology, that's a powerful class because they understand the human brain and how it works. It deals with all nothing but emotions. See, they know how to tap into your emotions. That's why brothers tell you in this truth, you never want to have emotions in this truth. You got to learn how to kill emotion in this truth. Emotions will eat you alive. Emotions will make you bow down to a society where if you dead your emotions and you don't use emotion in here, you be all right. Because the worst, the strongest man is the man that says it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. You see, because that means he has no emotion. So there's nothing that's gonna break that person from changing his is nothing that's gonna break his thought. It ain't gonna make him say, nah, well, what about this? But see, those words don't come out of a man that has no emotion. He just does what he got to do. You see, he gonna always be steady, just thinking about, all right, well, when shit happens, it happens, or it is what it is. I'll wait upon the Lord. When I eat, I eat. But if you just one of those that have emotion, man, you're not even gonna last 2 days. Your emotion will kick in as soon as they give you the fucking bad news on the news and put the fear in your heart. You see, when matter of fact, let me put it to you that way. When you have no emotion, there's no such thing as fear in your mind. And that's why the Lord said, he said, but I have not given you the spirit of fear. So you could basically say he has not given us the spirit of emotions. You see? Because fear is an emotion. Your fear is you just bugging yourself out. You know? And that's why they see us, you know, when they see us out there standing boldly, they need us out of here. Because they don't want us to teach the next person not to use emotion. Emotion is the biggest thing that they use against you, yo, to put that fear in you. And that's the worst. That's the worst emotion out of all of them is fear. Fear makes you cry. Fear makes you damn, well, I just had a thought in my head. But fear brings out other emotions, you know? And that's why if you can knock off fear, you have no emotions. You won't be able to be bothered. Nothing can bother you. Nothing's gonna separate you from the love of Hamashiach. You know, and you're just gonna stand firm until death, basically. See, that's another thing. If you have no fear, you don't even fear death. You're not even worried about death. You see, and that's why the scripture says, "Strive unto the truth, even till death." You know, man, this is a heavy little video that just gave me too, because I got a Bruce Lee video that he was talking about that. It was like a little clip I heard, and I was like, man, that shit powerful. Because Bruce Lee used to say some powerful shit, you know. But he was talking about how to I'm trying to remember how he said it. But he was saying something about that you conquer fear, that you'll even conquer death, you know, because again, you don't have that emotion in you, man. But anyway, going back to the topic of the communism. Oh, 144 on the clock, beautiful. You know, going back to that topic, you know, it just this money system about to collapse. You know, and this really wasn't like, I wasn't trying to go into hella scripture. It was just more thoughts. I should have named it like that. Thoughts. You know, because I was just thinking here, and I'm sitting here like, man, that shit yesterday where I couldn't buy nothing with not $1 had me like, yo, this place is about to go. You know, because they're starting to do that again now in these little stores, I'm realizing. You know, they got no bags, they got no money transactions no more. They got like stupidity, no straws. I'm like, what is all this shit got to do with anything? You know, but it's just showing you that this is like a sign of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua letting you know, look, even the stupidest shit is not working out over here. So that means this place is about to go. It's about to be destroyed. And again, the stages are set, and all we got to do is open the curtains, and let the show begin. You know, but they do want you in a communism state out here, man, where they have total control of you and everything around you. And if you don't comply, they what? They off you. That's why they want that Rice Krispie treat in you too. Because the Rice Krispie treat, believe it or not, they're gonna have something like, let's just say cyanide in there or something, which they are gonna have something that's gonna off you, because when Joe Biden has signed off them executive orders, he had one of the ingredients, it was 4 ingredients to make the MOTB,
All right. And one of them was pharmaceuticals. What would you need pharmaceuticals in there for? All right. Because they could put a dose of cyanide in your shit. And the moment your ass don't want to comply, press the button, cyanide gets in you, 2 seconds, you're done. Poison straight to your brain, you know? So, hey, you just gotta be prepared, man. Any given day, anything can happen. And just like through the spirit, what I've been realizing through the brothers, how they're all speaking on the same thing and keep bringing up the same type of lessons, you know, saying how the summer's about to be bad going into the winter, because it might not happen right in the summer. It might just happen right after the summer. But within this year, these next 6 months coming up, something bad is about to really happen, something big that's just gonna set that whole tone. And once that happens, it's all downhill from there. There's no going back up and down, playing around. No, that's all downhill from there. And you're just gonna see bad times. And the way things are going, hey, it might be this year. We could be out of here going into next year. Lord willing, Yahweh Rock the Zah, this place falls down to that point, and he just puts that spirit on this devil to just go hard, you know. Because it's me being on edge, man, just sitting here waiting. I'll be like, man, this guy got to fucking make this move already, you know? Oh, that's another thing. I'm going to tell you another thing that was crazy going into kind of various topics. This is another reason why I'm like, yo, we got to get up out of here. So yesterday, while I'm in Great Adventures, not only realizing this whole dollar situation, that there's no fucking way of using money, man, because it's Pride Month right now, oh my gosh, man. Yo, all you saw in this park yesterday was just a whole bunch of sodomites and vice versa with women. And this shit had my spirit so vexed that I'm sitting in there like in this park, and I'm just like, man, the only reason I didn't is because my daughter was with me. So, you know, I don't really take my daughter out much. So we were there already, and I was trying to, you know, we was just having, you know, decent little time and shit. And yo, I'm standing in lines. These motherfuckers are just holding hands, blowing kisses to each other, giving kisses online with no fucking shame in their game, man. Like, I really understand that word pride, you know? The proud is about to be brought to a fucking lower state. It's so disgusting. You know, matter of fact, let me get that word pride, yo. Word etymology online, pride. Like, yo, these people are, and it's crazy because they call it Pride Month and all that shit. See, back in the day, if you did any of that shit, man, you got your ass beat. You know, that's why they were in closets, basically. You see, but as soon as the agenda came out that everybody could come out of a closet, man, everybody fucking walked out of that shit, man. People you never thought in a million years, you're like, really? So now this vibration is so heavy on the earth, all right? And these damn devils got a whole fucking month. Here it is, you got president, these holidays, right, that they make, they be one day, you know? But this shit, they make sure it's the whole fucking month. So you got to deal with this shit everywhere you go. And this month alone is all just the whole month, just everywhere. They're polluted everywhere, yo. I want to say some crazy ass shit right now, but I gotta watch my tone on it. But it says pride. It says a feeling of deep pleasure and satisfaction derived from one's own achievements. Yeah, this is how these motherfuckers walk around. Now they feel like they done a fucking achieved something. And all you really achieved is fucking death. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait till the Lord start putting these. Yo, I was throwing up so many curses while I was in line, just like, oh my God, put these niggas down right now, please. Send a rock from the heavens real quick and let that shit land on one of their asses, yo. But it says a feeling of deep pleasure and satisfaction, because yeah, that's how they walking around with their fucking nose up, all right? Like, yeah, I'm a sodomite and I'm proud of it. You know, we have achieved so much within these last couple years. We've been hiding so long, but now we're out in the open. You know, and at the same time, I'm sitting there trying to teach my daughter, like, yo, like, I'm like, girl, this is why this fucking place got to go. I almost had her like even scared at one point because I was just talking about so much death. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting her know, like, yo, you see this shit that's around you? I said, girl, if I ever had you on some shit like that, yo, I will fucking disown you. You know what I'm saying? But my daughter know better. She knows scripture. She know about Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which beautiful call on him like Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But it's just more I want her to continue to see the picture because me and my daughter been through a rough time. You know, me bringing her into this truth and teaching her at a young age. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of what do you call it? Adjustment. You know, we went from, you know, celebrating and holidays and stupidity like that to we don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, some because they're in Babylon, you know, they're Babylonian kids basically. You know, sometimes you can see that their flesh try to get the best of them. You know, they're not grown like us. You know, we're able to control our flesh, not at all times, but for the most part, we control our spirit, man. You know, but I could just see certain things. You know, she want to do certain things, and she, you know, she try to fight it because she know better. But man, seeing all that shit was just crazy. So it says the achievements of those with whom one is closely associated or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired, you know. And yeah, because this damn devil's pushing this vibration, you know, more people are being admiral to it. They're being, you know, that they admire that shit now. And it's just like, yo, how do you just walk everywhere and you just see the unnormal shit happening like it is normal? Fucking sitting in line and you just see two fucking sodomite ass motherfuckers just in the line. Like, what the fuck ever happened to a discreet thing in life? Which, whether it was discreet or not, is fucking sickening and it is totally going off and you're worthy of death, you know? But there's no such thing as discreet no more. Just like there's no such thing with this devil privacy, you know? We have no more privacy. We're being watched everything we do, every single step we make, every phone call, every text, every picture. All right. TV's watching you, your phone's watching you, the skies is watching you. You see? And because everything has been gone out the window with privacy, there's just no privacy with people in life. You know, there's no such thing as discreet in life to anybody. Everybody does everything in the fucking open, yo. You see? And that's when you know that you'll understand scriptures like the earth has exceedingly polluted itself with wickedness. Like, it's just everywhere. It's like you could go to a tree and pick the wickedness off. Like, oh, I'm gonna pick out this wickedness today. Boom. Shit is crazy, man. It says consciousness of one's own dignity. You see? Now that they because these have these rights and all that, they walk around with dignity and think it's all good. That's why, man, when the time comes for Jacob's trouble and things like that, you know, the Lord gonna put, man, these people gonna die in a fucking horrible manner. On top of you know, getting smacked with nukes and all that, I believe the Lord gonna really put these people through a lot of hell to the point where they should have been died, but the Lord gonna keep them alive for that. Gonna put them through many things and keep them alive through all that shit, just to still catch a nuke at the end and burn. You see, that's like the worst thing of the worst way of dying. That you want to die, but you can't. Something is keeping you alive. And that's the Lord, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, to him belong the issues of death. So these people gonna go through so much shit during Jacob's trouble, you know. You damn fucking sodomites. That's another thing. Was a lot of Jake in there that was just like, oh shit, bro. Like even my daughter thought some of these people were straight dudes. I was like, nah, girl, that's a straight woman right there. And then it was vice versa. Then standing in the lines, I will hear these motherfuckers talking, It's lucky I'm like with curses and all that right now. I'm just like mad as hell thinking about it. I will be in line and you would hear these people talking shit about other people that were normal. Oh, this shit was crazy. Normal people, they talking shit about him, and I could hear it because I'm always observing around my surroundings. And I wanted to say something so bad, but it was like, man, I ain't about to cause a fucking scene out here. You know what I'm saying? Families out here, I ain't want to make myself a target or nothing. But you got a whole bunch of sodomites, and then you had a whole bunch of, lesbos and shit that they were just talking hella shit about the people that were normal. You know? You will see a couple and they just lovey-dovey with each other and they just like talking hella shit about it. Why? Because your ass can't get love. Because your ass is fucking unstable in the mind and because you're not normal. You see? And as they're speaking about it and I hear them talking, I'm just like, yo, this person really thinks that there's somebody in this place, somebody in this earth right now. And you just a fucking waste of life, yo. And it was just getting me vexed through the spirit. I was just like, man, I just wanted, a couple times I wanted to like literally just drop kick somebody, or just, I'm telling you, just lash out and start talking hella shit. But I had to keep myself, sane and shit, in the mind. And I was like, man, I can't believe these people have the balls or the vagina, whatever the hell you want to call it. You don't even know what the fuck they got nowadays. I was sitting there like, I can't believe you could have that urge to speak about people that's actually living life normally when you yourself is just a fucking disgusting ass filthy piece of trash, you know and that's why I would throw up curses and shit like that. But man, a lot of these people, man, the time is coming that the Lord about to fuck these people up on a high scale, and I can't wait to laugh at people. I can't wait. I never thought in my life that I would be so happy to be ready to laugh at death. I cannot wait for death to come upon this place. And Lord willing, I'm not part of it. Lord willing, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai have mercy on me, my daughter, the rest of you brothers and sisters that's always listening, But when that time comes for death, I want to fucking laugh, yo. I just want to laugh. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm going to have a whole popcorn in the back pocket. Pull that shit out. Ready to eat and laugh. Like it's a straight movie. All right. It says, look at that. Consciousness of what this is the word pride. Consciousness of one's own dignity. And then it says the quality of having an excessively high opinion of oneself or one's importance. So that's what they were fucking doing at the damn spot. These motherfuckers had a straight, damn, I lost the word. Man, it's like you. Definition of pride. It said, damn, did I lose that shit for real? Damn. Damn, I really lost that whole piece. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I find it again. Oh, there you go. It says the quality of having an excessively high opinion. Yeah, that was the craziest part about it. These people were just giving opinion after opinion of how they feel when you in no way in the right state of mind to even give an opinion. You should not even be speaking. You should not even be fucking breathing right now. But they walk up with their nose up, with their nose in someone's ass. That shit is disgusting, yo. Then it says confidence and self-respect as expressed by members of a group. Members of a group. All right. The whole Skittles community. All right. Their confidence and self-respect. All right. Which none of it is confidence or self-respect, but because these laws is out and you could do that. All right. So you can't be a criminal. You can't voice your opinion, but you could do that shit. All right. It says as expressed by members of a group, typically one that has been socially marginalized on the basis of their shared identity. Oh man, culture and experience, man. And then look, Wow. And then right underneath it says the bridge was lit up in rainbows, symbolic of the L, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, pride. Yo, that's spiritual. is what's the concept? What is the damn chances of it saying that right after that? It says a public event typically involving a parade held to. Yep. See, this is all part of. Now this is all part of their definitions. This was never part of the definition of pride. Never, never. But now it's in there. You know, and that's why. Hey, this is why this place is spiritually known as Sodom in Egypt. All right, and you have the biggest parades going on right now with all that shit. Matter of fact, I think they doing that shit right now in I think it's in Israel right now. They doing that shit too. Because our homeland, our true place, man, they hold the biggest, all right, Skittles community parade out there, yo. In our homeland, where we supposed to be, yo. That's why that place is gonna be nuked too. That place is gonna definitely be nuked and cleansed with fire. You know what I mean? Because we need to reset that whole area so we could rebuild that area the way it's supposed to be. All right. But that's enough on that shit. I don't even want to keep talking about it. That shit just makes me sick just talking about it, thinking about it. But that's pretty much the point. I've been rambling too much actually. Like I said, it was more just of thoughts on my mind about what's about to go down and how we really about to enter into that communism state, you know, because everything is about being totally controlled. And when you have total control of people, that's communism, yo. You know, something that people never thought America would ever be. But that's another thing in that 2016 Obama movie that I'm talking about. That's what he basically said. He said that he wanted to make America as a third world country, you know, and third world countries are usually ran by communism and shit like that. And this is definitely going to be made that third world country anyway by all the nukes that is about to take, you know. But hey, keep your eyes open, keep watching. I mean, just keep your mind on what's really going on and be not distracted. There's so many distractions going on right now as we speak. And distractions don't seem like distractions until they have distracted your ass. And then you realize, damn, I just played myself. I put my mind to the wrong shit. And that's speaking for myself first and foremost, always. Anytime things are said, it's always pertaining to me first, you know. And I just hope that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai keep the spirit on me, keep me, where I need to be with my mind, because the flesh is weak. Flesh will get the best of you, allow it, you know. But hey, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. The Akim and the Aquat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson was edifying. The next one, Shalom. Enjoy your day. We're about to enter into the Sabbath, so Shabbat Shalom coming up soon. And Lord willing, I'll do some more videos in a little while. I mean, before the Sabbath, let me go cut my family's grass, all that. But shalom, shalom.